Albany Park, on the north side of Chicago, is one of the most diverse neighborhoods in America, boasting that its schoolchildren speak 40 different languages. Hassan Faraj runs the Lebanese meat market, a butcher shop started by his father. He prides himself on his knowledgeable service to his regular customers. In fact, Faraj is so embedded in the community that art imitated life when he inspired a piece in the Albany Park Theater Company's production, Feast.
It's a family business. My father was a butcher, grandfather was a butcher.
I have to stress to people how important it is that this man has such pride for his job. I have to stress to people how well he does it.
My dad taught me you learn with your eyes. I followed how he moved the knife, how he cut the meat. It's not how strong you are, it's how big you are. It's how you concentrate.
My dad's been a butcher all of his life, since he was 12 years old from Lebanon. I'm very happy, very proud of what we have accomplished. Considering that when we came to this country, it's not like we came poor, but like I said, it was very hard. People don't realize how hard it was. Actually, we didn't want to leave. We had a good life. My dad had an awesome life. We used to, from school on the weekends, we could go to the ocean, buy something, walk on the ocean, enjoy life. But then the war happened and we couldn't do that no more. So we had to leave.
We had it so good in Lebanon. No matter how much we make over here, it's not as much as back home. The reason my family came to this country is the civil war in Lebanon. When we walked through the airport, they had guys with machine guns.
You're talking, I came, I was 10 years old. So it was just another thing, nothing major. But then we went back in 1980, we went back to Lebanon. Because they told us the war was over. Which wasn't, it was just the beginning. And we were there for almost 11 months before we came back. And this summer, for the first time in 29 years, I visited Lebanon. Every nationality you can think of, we have in this city, in this neighborhood. I got Filipinos, I got Korean, Mexican, Puerto Ricans, Indian, Pakistani, Palestinians, Lebanese, Jordanian, Syrians. Even from Saudi Arabia, I got customers.
With him being in Albany Park, so many different cultures come to him for meat. And so many different cultures want the meat in different ways, and he shows that he respects that. He explains how, he loves to serve Mexicans because, for them it's just easy, they just come for barbacoa, he can leave the bone in.
Whatever the customer wants, we cut it for them. I have Arabs, Mexicans, Indians, Pakistanis, Filipinos. Everybody's different. The easiest customers are Mexican. They come for barbacoa. I can leave the bone in. No trouble. Arabs want the meat one way for shish kebab, other way for kids.
Mexicans, they love to cut their meat big pieces. Indian and Pakistani, they love to cut it very small pieces. They cut it with the bone, and they like the flavor of the bone and the meat together. Palestinians, they like to cut it like some medium pieces to big pieces, and they love to cook a lot of meat with the bone. They don't like to debone the meat. Filipinos, they love the small pieces too. They love to cook with the bone.
The hardest customers, Indian and Pakistani. Not as people. They ask for very small pieces. They keep saying smaller and smaller.
A lot of Indians and Pakistanis in our audience, they start laughing at that line when I say it. They start laughing because they know exactly what I'm talking about. They know exactly that how their culture loves the meat, and they find it funny that it's a little bit of a nuisance to this man, but he does it.
Lebanese memory. Alaikum assalam. I was ready to go to the Marines in '84. I finished high school. But my dad changed my mind. He said not to go. So my cousin went instead. Now he retired from the Marines, and now he's a lawyer. And now when you see my brothers and I tell them, you have this opportunity, like grab it and work at it and take it. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't, but it's up to them. I mean, they're working hard in school and educate, and they want to do better, which I'm happy for them, because they have the opportunity that we didn't have, I believe with the hard work that we put together, gives us a good life.
At the time we came into this business, we had no choice. 25 years later, my little brothers have a choice. They both go to college. My daughters will go to college. And my father, I told my father, after 60 years, it's time for you to stay home and enjoy your life.
The kid that was presenting the piece, I think he studied it well, and I think he probably took it to heart, what I told him. But thank God for everything. Alhamdulillah, we survived, and that's why we don't forget where we came from, and we don't forget how hard it is, what we have, and we try to keep, And that's why we try to insert to my brothers or to my children, or to the students that came to me and they wanted to learn, how we opened here and what we did, and we try to explain to them, and if they listen, more power to them.